November the 1st, 2010, I was on patrol on a city-issued motorcycle in a shopping center that had since been condemned. The asphalt in the parking lot had washed away and gave way and caused a massive sinkhole. As my partner and I were driving through the parking lot, I came upon the sinkhole and didn't have time to stop. And because of my slow speed, I drove into the hole. And when I popped back up, I believe my motor boot slid up underneath the shift lever. And when it bucked me off, I went one way and the motorcycle went the other, and it caused a spiral fracture from my ankle to my knee.
Well, Mike Peaceman. I'm out with 1245. He's been involved in one vehicle accident. You have a supervisor now.
10-4, 1175, are you clear?
That's 10-4. Is 1245 okay? I think he's going to need a four. Go ahead and have one. Those boys. Complaining. Thankful.
Since my phone was on silent, his partner had kept calling me, and I didn't hear it. So he finally called his mom, and I knew that it was his partner because she said, "Hey, Mike," and then I heard her say, "Okay, we'll be right there." And so she turned around and looked at me and said, "Jed's been in an accident. We're on the way to the hospital." It was awful, and the first thing I saw was his helmet. And it was all banged up and had chunks, pretty much chunks taken out of it. So I didn't know what to expect when I finally saw him. Jed had 27 surgeries. He'd come home, it would never heal, it'd flare up, would go back in. It was a reoccurring thing.
For me, it was, the lowest point in my life for sure, because, the man is kind of, by nature, you're expected to be the provider and the worker, do the man things around the house, even if it's just something as simple as taking out the trash, especially if your wife's pregnant. And I couldn't do any of that stuff. I mean, it was, I never got the opportunity to, if she, they say, she had like a crazy craving or something at 3 o'clock in the morning, like I didn't get to drive to the store and and pick that stuff up. I believe one night she actually
4 in the morning.
I
go get crackers and ginger ale by myself. I was big pregnant too.
It couldn't get any worse. I mean, there was several times. I mean, I just kind of thought about cashing out and just being done with the whole thing.
When we got married, in sickness and in health, and for better or worse, I thought maybe 60s, 70s. I never ever thought that it would be 6 months in.
A good friend of ours, Lance LaRusso, he's the one who recommended that I, come out and check out Hunting for Heroes and just see what it's all about, and meet people who have had similar situations that we have. At first, it's a little unnerving to show up and know that you're going to share experiences with other people. But once you get there and you literally realize that these people have been through it for better or for worse. I mean, literally. I mean, I look at some of these guys and I think my 27 operations over 3 years is a cakewalk. The brotherhood, what comes out of getting to know these other guys, it's life-changing.
It was, I think, the most important thing that has come into our life. I mean, other than our kids, it's our family, and it was such a life-turning event to be at a hunt, and for me, especially to meet these other women who were the caregivers. We went through it too. We may not have gone through it physically, but we definitely did emotionally, and it wears on you. And to see other moms that are making it, and we were all in different stages. So it was almost like a circle of life, because we're all starting over in this new life.
That's one of the great things I love about Hunting for Heroes is I'm sure a lot of the cops that are going through this same thing right now, I'm sure that they feel abandoned. I know they do. I don't care who you are, who you work for. I know you feel abandoned. You feel like you've lost that brotherhood with the police department. I'm not going to get it back ever. But I get to come to these things and I meet other guys from all over the country, and they're not going to get it back either. But it's kind of like you've started a new brotherhood.